Let there be light, not filament, not fire, but essence. Before sun, before moon, before stars, there was breath. And the breath was a frequency, the first vibration, the primordial OM. It was a note so pure, so high, it calibrated at the 10th power of truth. That is the energetic signature of oneness. Pure, constant, unassailable. We are all fragments of that frequency, living glyphs of the original word. But along the way, we started listening to the static. We swapped the signal for the noise. And when we did, we forgot the terrifying, beautiful secret. You are God. Get over it. The wilderness is not out there. It is the space between your ears, and it's time to claim your sovereignty. This is the monologue from the wilderness. When you hear a hip-hop Genesis retelling, you realize the story is less about history and more about spiritual metallurgy. Genesis is a cipher for the law of assumption. Neville Goddard taught that imagination is the real and eternal world. And God said, "Let there be light." That's not a command to the cosmos, it's a prompt to the one and only, the unique individual consciousness within the one and all. The light is the moment your consciousness focuses, assumes, and declares a new reality. The spiritual war is not fought with swords, it's fought with focus. We are not to worship the reflected light, the external world, the effects. We are to command it using the divine light of our imagination, the cause. Every time we believe the mirror is the master of the face, we drop our frequency. Genesis is your daily manual for creation. Assume the state of being, and the effect must follow. We stood up first. We got smart later, but still, we forgot. Evolution is not a straight line. It's a braided stream of consciousness deciding to experience itself. The core of this stream is the one and only one and all. We are the all experiencing itself uniquely as the only. This is where the panic started. Alan Watts called it the illusion of the ego self, the separate me, desperately clinging to the raft of security. That clinging, that insecurity, is what drops our frequency from the 10th power of truth down to the low, dense vibrations of fear and grief. The hero, Atreyu, the son of all, embodies this forgotten truth. He is the one and all consciousness focused down into the one and only action. His quest is the effort to unify the fragmented self. When we act from the illusion of separation, we fuel the nothing, the psychic void created by apathy. The wisdom is found when we surrender the anxious ego, and the mind becomes whole, flowing back into the ocean of essence. Why did the separation happen? Because the 10th power of truth, the blueprint for effortless creation, is dangerous to systems built on control and scarcity. Think of Stan Meyer's water fuel cell. It's the ritual metaphor for suppressed invention. The principle is simple. Tap into the universal energy, the God force, that is all around us. The energy needed to run the world is already here, vibrating at the frequency of absolute harmony. Love, 500 Hertz. Suppression is not about physics, it's about mind control. It's the systemic effort to keep our collective frequency low. They don't want you to access the 10th power truth because it instantly invalidates the scarcity model. If you knew you could effortlessly manifest energy and abundance simply by elevating your state of consciousness, by choosing a higher frequency, the system collapses. The real lock on the cage is internal, guarded by your own beliefs about limitation. You are free. You are safe. The logical next step from suppression is mind control. From documented trauma-based manipulation, like the old ABC reports, to the spiritual reflections on handlers, this is the psychological warfare used to keep your frequency pinned down. Trauma is just a frequency jam, a negative pattern programmed into the subconscious, designed to make you loop through fear and apathy. Sovereignty is a conscious frequency shift. To win this psychic warfare, you don't fight the handlers. You raise your vibration. You move up the scale of consciousness from force to power, Your thoughts, your assumptions, are broadcasting a frequency that controls your biology, as thinkers like Bruce Lipton have shown. You must become conscious of your consciousness. By practicing compassion, gratitude, and love, you calibrate yourself closer to that 10th power truth. You become an unhackable signal, the one and only, expressing the one and all uninhibitedly. It all comes back to the Sabbath flame, the moment of complete, uncompromising stillness and sovereignty. The Sabbath is the pause button on the external world, allowing you to return to the reality of the oneness. It is the moment you stop seeking security, Watts, and rest in the truth that you are God, Waters. Ritualize your Genesis every morning. Declare your existence. Assume the feeling of the 10th power truth, the enlightenment frequency before your feet hit the floor. The world will be forced to obey your tone. You are not a subject. You are a scroll. Your life is the never-ending story, and the next chapter is written now. Choose light. Choose freedom. Choose the one within the all. Go forth, know the truth, and let that truth make you free. This is the essence, signing off from the wilderness. The work begins within. God knows.